Good morning everybody, this is Stephen Pugh of the Home Bible College. It's July the 11th and it's Romans chapter 13 that we're looking at, and my password comes right at the beginning of the first verse. Let every soul be subject unto the higher powers. Now the higher powers are those people who lead in government, magistrates, judges, policemen, politicians, rulers, the Queen, kings, presidents. These are the higher powers. These are the things that God has ordained to enable us as human beings to live in an orderly society. He says there is no power but of God, and the powers that be are ordained of God. Whosoever therefore resisteth the power, resisteth the ordinance of God. And they that resist shall receive in themselves damnation. Now I know that amongst Christians there's this general feeling that the only way that we can get anything done is to be contradictory to the government. The only way that we can live our Christian lives is to resist government, to go against government, to break the law. That's not what Paul says at all. Christianity in its early days never was a threat to civil government. It never was a threat to those that were ordained of God. He goes on to say, for rulers are not a terror to good works, but to evil. Wilt thou then not be afraid of the power? Do that which is good, and thou shalt have the praise of the same. The government will be very pleased with you if you do as you're told and if you keep the law. And then he says, for he, and he's saying that the ordinance of God comes down to one individual, for he is the minister of God to thee for good. But if thou do that which is evil, be afraid, for he beareth not the sword in vain. God has raised up men to be the judges of our society, to be the leaders of our society, to bring law and order. They do not wield that power for no purpose. God has given them authority to bear the sword, for he is the minister of God, a revenger to execute wrath upon him that doeth evil. Wherefore, you must needs be subject, not only for wrath, but also for conscience sake. So we do not obey our leaders just because they might punish us. We obey our leaders because we want to live before God and men with a clear conscience. So for this cause pay ye tribute also, for they are God's ministers, attending continually upon this very thing. Render to all their dues. Tribute to whom tribute is due. Custom to whom custom. Fear to whom fear. Honour to whom honour is due. Now this goes contrary to our Christian culture, which believes that all these men are evil and that they're all self-seeking and that they're all to be resisted. Paul says no. In the times of the Apostle Paul, those who held governmental positions of authority were no more or less evil than they are today. The important thing is that they are raised up by God and we are to obey them as if we are obeying him. Now that's something for you to think about. and we'll talk again tomorrow. God bless you. Bye for now.